Hilary Kennedy, it's very nice to have you here. I know that you have worked to bring video interaction guidance to many different countries around the world.
Yes,
and
right.
and that it's something where you've helped train people so that it's in practice in many different countries. I wonder if in your experience, or having seen some other countries, you feel that video interaction guidance is always appropriate for any culture, or whether there are some cultures where the people might find it too uncomfortable, or where it might not seem culturally appropriate.
It's quite a difficult question, because, and in the UK we have many cultures. So we're working in London, and so we haven't actually come across any particular cultural group that it hasn't been suitable for. But there are some professionals that really don't want to look at themselves on video and don't want that sort of development at this moment in time. They're perhaps not feeling very confident, and so it's a big step for them to think of themselves being videoed, and there might be some cultural aspects to that. So I think we have to take it individual by individual rather than a whole culture. I mean, the only group of people for whom video interaction guidance is obviously not suited for is anyone whose religion prevents them from looking at images of themselves. Now, this doesn't seem to be true for Muslims in general, but there might be small sects within groups that would not do this.
I see. So you take it more on a case-by-case basis and find
Yes.
how individuals are reacting within a culture, rather than finding that there is a whole group of people who aren't responsive.
Because we have found that it's been, we found in a right range of religions and cultures, we've had a great impact, and we're training a lot of professionals in different cultures, but we haven't tried, for example, in Japan yet, where some people say that it's quite appropriate to be not making very close contact, and children are treated more distantly. But I think we would adapt, but I haven't got any proof of that yet.
Okay. So in a country such as Tanzania, where we are here today for the conference, you feel that this might be an approach that could work for families?
Well, I definitely think it could in the two projects that I've visited, where I've been on home visits, and I could see that the positive relationship being developed with the family. The family would trust the worker who's come to them, really trust them, and the family would love to see strengths-based images of themselves, which would fit in with the method they're already having. I would imagine there are other projects in Tanzania that might need quite a lot of work to get the workers ready to use a strengths-based approach, because it is a strengths-based approach, and I think that you can't just put VIG into an organisation that's not ready for it yet.
So it's, rather than it being an issue of whether the families are able to make use of the approach, you think that we need to be paying attention to the structure of the organisation and the capacity that an organisation has to be able to take it forward as one of their approaches?
Yes, definitely. I mean, there are very few people, even in Tanzania, a lot of people have phones, and a lot of them will take pictures of themselves on phones. I don't think many families don't like seeing images of themselves. They're doing it all the time. It's a question of whether the professionals are ready to take on something that is actually looking at ways forward with families that they may feel hopeless about at the moment. So they've got to feel the hope that things can change. It isn't a technique that can just work without the practitioner being really behind it.
And here at this conference in Dar es Salaam, we have practitioners from all over the world who are working on the front line with children who are in very vulnerable circumstances, children who are living on the streets or working on the streets. In your experience, is video interaction guidance an effective approach for working with these children in family reintegration? Well,
I think the experience in Mexico and Ecuador is showing that there are numerous case studies now of families that have accepted video interaction guidance, and it's made a change to how they interact with their children. And I'm actually, very impressed with the changes that are made in such difficult situations. So it's given me more hope that VIG can be used in these extreme situations. And I think we just learn by experience how we adapt the method to fit whatever culture we go into. And I think the most important culture is the culture of the workplace.
Thank you very much